10 gems.
One gem. I mean, it's just see anyway.
No, one gem, you're still going to get the airdrop.
There you go.
Yeah. The whole idea is that you participate in something, and we
To
want
be
to
fair, I
celebrate.
only participate after seeing someone on Twitter. You're not going to regret the bid.
Yeah, well, you're never going to regret the
I
bid.
never saw it.
David,
I saw that I get bid 10 gems.
airdrop, if I do see Ron English, you can definitely sign for that. Is that feature community, isn't it?
Yes,
If
of
you hold
course.
it until whoever decides to keep it until you can see Ron English.
Yeah.
And by that time, hopefully, the feature will be coming out. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you can.
So Ron will sign it.
Yeah.
If you go to New York somewhere. If you go to New York or somewhere.
I think we might be inviting him into either DCon in Anaheim or New York Comic Con. He should. Well, hopefully he will make an appearance there and to do some signing. Yeah. But you guys seen the one-of-one Marvel stuff coming out? Those been very popular. I think Scotty Young sold for like 31 and a half.
What's the edition like though? Is it going to be less edition compared
They
to
all one-of-ones.
one-on-one?
Yeah, and they're all official Marvel approved artists work.
So whoever get that, just literally.
Yeah, Dr. Copper.
Has he got them all? Did he get everything, or has he missed a couple?
No, he
Okay.
missed a couple already. One or two, I think.
Maybe
He wanted the Scotty Young, didn't he? Though, is that the one he got? Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
number
I
one.
think everyone wanted that one. So.
Yeah, there was a lot of bid for that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But the Ron English one had over 2,500 entries, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was quite good.
So is everyone going to get the airdrop for it, or?
Everyone put in a bid, apart from the two silly
Millions and millions.
millions of.
So they'll put millions in there.
Yeah, well, we delete those ones, so they don't do that.
Do you think he wasn't going to pay the million?
Yeah, well, we looked at the account they haven't got.
They've got a million.
There you go.
Yeah, if they,
So-
yeah.
Got 75 gems in there.
75 gems. I'm not. They've
no
got nothing.
credit card information.
Yeah, there's no, yeah.
So even
it
if-
was KYC, but we just got, well, the guy had like a little bit of collectible, a little
Yeah,
bit of gem. I'm not sure if that's going to go 9
So
million.
even the guys that done one gem,
Yeah.
they still get it.
And the guy's name's not Beeple, so I'm not sure.
David, so even the guys that done one gem, they'll also get it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, of
The
course.
one gem one. Okay, awesome.
We really want to celebrate you guys be part of a new feature in the app.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yesterday we announced what's coming out. You will start to see a lot of vehicle or machines coming out from this month. That's what we're working on this month. So we got we're celebrating Star Trek Day, I think September the 8th. We're releasing one more ship. That will be a very good one. It's a very low run. There's only going to be one style. We're no longer doing that 1 in 6 scale and 1 in 1.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah,
1
that's a
in
good
1.
idea.
It's
Yeah.
a very rare.
Yeah.
How many mint numbers?
I can't remember the mint edition. It's like maybe less than 6,000 or something.
Right.
It will be similar to the USS Enterprise, about 120 ish.
Gems.
Huh? Sorry?
Is it animated?
No, not that one, because the ship is too big. Yeah, so if it's too big, we don't do the anime. And then I think then we move into Star Wars. The first appearance of Star Wars ship will be coming out. There
we
will
know
be.
which Star Wars
I
ship.
can't tell you which two.
Which two?
Oh yes! So we got 2 coming. Stu, there we go. We love these AMAs. Confirm 2.
2 Star Wars.
2 Star Wars. Carry on.
Come on, David.
Come on, David.
we can all speculate. That's what we do.
There you go. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Asking more questions.
Everyone try to distract him as much as possible.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, don't put that one online. I get in trouble. Yeah, so it will be out, and then next month you will see more different things. It's all, I can't say more.
Yeah. No.
Like accessories, if you're going to come, are they going to come soon?
Yes, that's something we're building as part of the whole showroom. I think yesterday in the AMA, and we're going to have another AMA sections today. So you guys can start think of all the question you want to ask. Yeah.
What time is that today?
1:15. That's upstairs. Yeah.
With like the Phygitals, obviously, like yesterday was chaos and stuff. Is it always going to be something that you do where it's at an event and you can give it away, or are you going to in the future do ones where you can have the physical thing delivered to the person and then?
Yes. Okay. So we are working with a number of companies that will be part of the Phygital program.
Okay.
This is the high-end stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's only 106 set of these. The other product that we're doing, there could be one of one. So when you own, they say the artist series product, we are looking at a company to help with. We're aiming to deliver that one of one to you as well in the toys. We really believe that, you know, a lot of the collectors still want to have that physical piece. And we want to bring in other fans around physical into this industry.
Cool.
And we are working with a few other toy companies to figure out how to do it. You know, we do have issues. You can imagine you're putting these redemption codes in the box. People will be going to the retail shop, breaking the box and getting the NFT out. So we just have to work around how we do that. Good? Yeah. Yeah, but if you're keen on these, we are taking, they're not cheap, these two, by the way. They're in the thousands. But there's only 106. Most of them have been sold. We are taking interest only. So if you pick, they do come in a massive box.
Is that
Where is the box?
David, is that come as a set? Like,
No,
you need
they
to
come
collect
in a one. You can buy one
for each.
And they come with a blockchain certificate, everything, and a signed certificate from ROM as well. Yeah, and the box is quite big.
Yeah, it's a big piece.
Yeah.
They're nice though.
Yeah, they're quite heavy as well.
Can I ask what the plans are for interoperability? So can I ask what the plans are for interoperability, like in terms of like Ocean Sea and then also in with other metaverses?
Yeah. So when we built the app in 2017, when we started the roadmap, as you know, blockchain, you know, technology was still very new, and there was only OpenSea and Wearable and a few other platforms around. So we thought with VeVe that we should be building our own one. So that's what we did. Now, as the future now moving more towards interoperability, we are working with the licensor individually to get the agreements basically included. You know, quite a few of our artists and IP owner have already opted to do that. But our biggest other problem right now is we want to make sure the users understand how to send it, because a lot of the VeVe users are non-blockchain or crypto-centric. We just don't want them to send that product to that. And that's one. Number two is, as you know, Immutable X right now, it's not on OpenSea yet. So we just want to make sure that everything's going to come in stages. But we understand what you guys want.
So would it be like, so say, Meta, Facebook, Metaverse?
Oh, okay. So the stuff that you're talking about is more of profile pictures. Because that's what Meta is doing. So that NFT of yours become your profile icon, but it verifies your account with that NFT you have, and it turns Todd, for example, to your profile picture.
I guess what I was wondering was like when what's his name, Zuckerberg came out in November, his like big launch, and then there was him walking around his house, his virtual house, and things like that. So I presume that that's what they've got in mind.
So right now, and you probably read that there's in the article that put out by Mark's sister about the metaverses. Right now, it's pretty much all walled garden. Everyone's there on Metaverse. There isn't one actually that's fully interoperable. There is a network or foundation or society that a lot of these big corporates are joining in. So I think, you know, we'll see some interoperability. But with VeVe, our aim, and yesterday we talked about it in AMA, is that we want to make sure that Metaverse is something that people want to go into. So we don't want people to go in, and you're in London, you're in New York, I'm in Australia, whereby, and you go into the metaverse and you see no one. After 5 times you go into it, you just go, well, my mate's not in there, so you don't use it. So we're going to start off with stages inside the VeVe. And number 1 is all about the showroom, your house, where you're part of it.
But is there any chance or any plan that so like my top, I could, if I have a house in Facebook's Metaverse,
yes,
I could have my top on display in my Facebook.
We don't know about the Facebook one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not working with Facebook currently.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
So I couldn't comment on the Facebook one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think they give anyone an API or the code.
Okay.
So we wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and no one's reached out to us from.
But there's always a possibility that it could get re-rendered. The top could get re-rendered in the metaverse, in the Facebook metaverse. And then,
yeah, we don't know about. I couldn't comment because they seriously haven't contacted us or have any interest in what we're doing. Yeah, so I wouldn't able to comment on that one. Yeah, I won't be thinking it will be them first. But talking about wearable devices, we believe a lot of the AR and the mixed reality is where we're moving into. VeVe will be giving that ability to our users. Yeah, so you're talking about putting in your glasses and seeing collectibles and corners. That's what we will be doing.
in reality.
In reality, yeah, and both in virtual as well as AR and VR. The frame. We are looking into that. We've been approached by a few frame company, physical company, and we're looking for a good solution for it. Correct. I totally agree with you. We just want to make sure that with the resource we have, we focus very centric at improving our feature. Our web app just came out. There's a lot more feature we want to do. Dan's mentioned in the last AMA, the metadata, we want to make that available. You guys can start tracking your own edition numbers. And I think that's, a lot of the FUD in the community has in the past is, well, I can't see it. We always knew they are on the metadata, we just didn't decide to show it because what we didn't want is people in 2018 had no idea what that chain number is. And they start going, well, what is this number? And so we hidden a lot of the features. And that's what we're doing is improving everything we're doing first before we get to that. Yeah.
So how do you build that metadata that you said? Is it in the app or is it?
That will be available in the app as well as the web app.
So I assume it's in the information Wear Edition, and is that going to be Wear Edition and
yes.
the name? So you just tap in there and it should open up all the.
So even yesterday we announced that anything after expiry date on the NFT, we will be deleting them. Even that will be updated in the metadata. We will tell in a way of how many's been burned, we call it. Yeah, that will be quite good because some of the stuff that's in the current marketplace will be burned off very soon.
But do you think because most of the stuff I noticed in season 1 is quite low edition, do you think they could be burned as well, or they're not going to be touching?
Yes, they could be burned. So what we're doing is we're starting a new category of collectibles, and we see value, right? A lot of people are not holding in their common, or the common go below the floor price. So there's actually not much reason why we want to keep those in circulation supply, unless new users are coming in. So if you're holding about 400 comics or something, I'm just making it up, so don't. We're bringing out a new thing called prototype or hard to find. where it's a very low run, like 10, of prototypes of the collectibles, and you could be going, well, I want to bin 300 commons to swap you for one of these.
It's exclusive NFT or something like that.
You
isn't it?
couldn't buy them. You can only trade them with the company. And when those commons comes in, we will be binning those.
Any comment? Any comment?
Yeah. So we'll come up with a structure to go. To burn this, you need to have, let's say, 300 collectibles in common and 50 uncommons. It won't be that many. I'm just making it up as to say. It could simply be burn 50 commons and 5 uncommons and 1 rare to swap with us for this 1 of 10.
Can we mix all the common like in different edition together?
Yep,
Or
you can do anything because we don't really care what you send us. Our idea is to take them off.
And then you're making editions as well, by buying them as well. Yeah, that's good.
Let's apply the rest.
Yeah, because some of some of the comments be coming under the floor, under the what we issue in. So obviously there's a reason for it. And the other way to do it, which we talked about in the AMA yesterday, was we are going to start new advertising, very centric, targeted. People who love Star Wars, people who love reading comics, people who love these. And the idea is to bring more users in, and then they will buy the commons off the marketplace as well. So we've got multiple programs that's going to be running. Yeah, and that's all starting from Q4 and Q1 next year. And that's our focus. Right now, our focus is KYC on converting our existing of millions of downloads to get KYC done, and then the process will be better next.
Maybe what do you think about like diamond collector, which is bought on retail and never sell, hold it to like, I don't know how long they're holding, like 10 year, 20 year. Will it be some sort of like reward for them in the app? Like
so those are the MCP points. Master Collector Point, which Dan and the team have been working on for some time. So I think we're building that now, and the first launch will be coming out soon. And Reese will give you guys more update on that. And same as the OMI utility program, it's going to be updated as well on Q4, and we'll start sharing papers with the community and get feedback. Our fan needs to understand that what we built in 2017, what we wrote in the white paper, and the market has totally changed. And the brands, what we had envisioned, we didn't have any of these brands. These are huge brands. So things just need to be upgraded. Thinking about the market, and we don't want to have 1 million users, 2 million. We want to have 50 to 100 million users. That's the most important thing. We know when you have more users. In the collectible business is about supply and demand. And something I know the community get really fun about is about the different variety of collectible we bring out. We just want you guys to understand that it's very hard as a company to go, well, the first appearance of that figure is only going to have one pose. It's impossible. Because you will go, oh wow, I wish they could have done that pose or this pose. So it's very hard to do one. And we also been thinking about what happened if the app had 5 to 10, 20 million users. The collectors will want to come in and they will want to buy different poses. And if there's only one, it's going to be very, very difficult for collectors to collect, because they're just going to get so inflated in price. Just keep that in mind. So when we build these things, we do think about it more of a long run, especially when they're in the first appearance. And we've done a new program with the Marvel Metallic Red. It's our first one to trial, and obviously we are still learning what people want. If this is something they like, they love or not. We will start to see if people are holding them, and then we'll build a program coming out. Not every single Marvel drop is going to have a red one, by the way, so it's not going to be like a continuous thing. And there will be a lot of the collectible series that we have built I can't announce which one because I know I'm going to be in trouble.
Why not?
That will come to a finale. It will come to an end. So collectors will have a sense of closure that if I go back and buy all those, it's finished.
Whole set.
Yeah, it's finished. We're not going to be building any more of that program coming out. And then there will be some utility values for them.
The mark with the red.
The red one was what I talked about. It's a new thing we're building for celebrate the Marvel 83rd birthday. Yeah, but not every collectible will have a red one. There will be certain one that we select, and there'll be a reason for it.
Once it comes to an end, that let's just say that storyline, if you've got the whole collection, could there be an airdrop?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a trick question.
Utility.
Confirmed already.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Red.
You heard it here.
I mean, we want to always reward people who hold them or collect them with something cool. And there will be collectible out there. You probably think, well, why did VeVe bring it out? There's a story part of it. Yeah, I can't tell you which one. Otherwise, people might think
Market go crazy,
I'm market making the activity, and we're not. We don't manipulate anything.
Of course not.
You've obviously done such good work getting so many big IPs, and I'm sure the legal side of working with them and so on. Are they quite open to, like, you've obviously seen quite a big change in the last couple of years, and like you say, you're changing the rarities, you're changing different stuff like that. Are they kind of open to that with you, of like let you kind of do those bits and pieces?
You've seen the last few drop, the rarity had dropped significantly. But there are a few reasons, apart from the market is a bit softer globally. That wasn't actually the main reason. The main reason will be because the characters are not what we call the AAA, or it's not another first appearance of Darth Vader. With these significant characters, they're quite important. I mean, for example, lightsabers. There will be characters that holding those sabers might not come out with their lightsabers, so you kind of need that saber to go and that will bring value to that piece. I mean, personally, if I have a Yoda, I will want my Yoda to have a saber. But there's only how many Yoda sabers out there, right? So you understand what I mean. So if you're going to have a complete Yoda with saber, there's only going to be X amount of them.
So you said there are going to be new verticals, some sport and music.
Yes.
With the music, you mean covers of the classic rock albums, something like that?
So, am I allowed to say? With music, I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you what we want to do. You can think of, music used to be sold through records, they're being sold through cassettes, mini disc, cassette. Your parents most likely had bought that same band they loved in different version of it, and Spotify is what people use these days. They stream it. We reckon there will be another genre where people want to own music, like CDs or records, and records are coming back, by the way, that you will want to own a special cover. And that special cover will give you something, but the music will play. Give you some examples, okay? And this is not confirmed.
Okay.
If you own, for example, if you own a Back to the Future DeLorean and you want to listen to the soundtrack from the movie, you could buy a record or a cassette on VeVe, and when you bring out the car, while you're driving an AR, you will want to put the music in so you can listen it whilst driving. Yeah, we want to bring fun utilities, things like that. Really meaningful for collectors, and I mentioned that record number and your DeLorean mint number is the same, and it does something else. Things like that. VeVe is really about collectibles, and we really want people to be celebrating those property that they bought to keep it.
in the last community update, you mentioned like physical photo frames where you have which sounded really cool. Would they have like speakers in as well? So like when the DeLorean pops up, you could have the.
Ideally, yes. We are looking for a supplier who can help us do all that.
Is that sort of like a new idea, or has it sort of been?
No, when we thought about the app 217, we thought about what else we wanted. There's a lot of stuff. We're very early stage. Yeah. Last 1 year has been really just fixing up bugs that we had. Yeah.
You don't see it like you mentioned earlier that you're going to target Star Wars fans, you're going to target Disney fans. I haven't seen a lot of VeVe advertising. It's only sort of by chance that I heard about it.
Yeah.
Is that intentional? Like
yes, that's intentional. These massive advertising will start Q4, Q1 next year. I mentioned before, the KYC has been very important for us to sort out. Regulations are always changing. Dan had mentioned in AMA he wants to onboard payment and crypto payout to be a bit more smoother. Then you kind of got a new category of users coming in. Like you say, for the crypto fans to come in, number one is they want that metadata, so we want to provide that as well. So certain things needs to tick the boxes.
So before you start putting funds and effort that way, you're making sure everything's.
You are correct. Otherwise, if we go out and market in certain categories, those people just don't get it. We've been doing it at the speed that we wanted to. Our biggest focus past year has been onboarding users seamlessly smooth, and the quality of the models, the quality of the NFT. Even if you can have a crypto on board, you have mass marketing, like some of these companies bigger than VeVe are already doing. They are massively advertising with massive sports brands, doing beautiful moments. If we go out and do that, but if the quality of the NFT is not good, they're just going to drop off. They're just not going to come back. So you can see. I can't tell you the future collectible because I was nearly saying, but the future of some of the collectible going back, what you're buying now, some of the stuff that on season 2, 3, some of these stuff had been developed a long time ago where the technology and the team was not mature enough. Now you see most of the stuff is pretty much
more premium, isn't it?
And it's just going to keep improving.
On that, will there ever be any updates? I think there have been tweaks to some.
That's a trick question because if I answer that, and I will be saying which one. We are going to look at doing some stuff.
Fix someone's neck.
Some of that quality you wanted might get corrected.
And also if you guys know, we brought out Electra.
The neck.
I thought she looked quite realistic, but there will be new characters coming out that we have now put different features in the look, and we'll start to test if the audience like it or not. Maybe Electra was a bit too real, so we have the way how we envision.
Just needs a chiropractor. That's it.
So there's things that we are working on, new stuff coming out. You will see.
And could that be backdated? So like if Electra isn't as aesthetically pleasing for people who like.
It will be basically just the image file being updated. The mint and the metadata will not change. It will be just purely the image if we did decide to do any of them.
Then there could be outcry because people are then saying that these NFTs are changeable.
But many NFTs changeable. There's many artists out there. They do updates on it constantly. It's normal. But we want to build cool collectible. Otherwise, I just get mocked every day online at the moment on that one. Yeah.
With the comics, obviously, there's eventually comics will go in the showroom or something like that. But also at the moment, there's no way you can obviously go to someone's profile and you can see their collectibles, but you can't see the comics.
Oh, yes.
Will that be something that's going to come into there? Because I think a lot of people want to flex their comics and things like that for it.
100%. Also, yesterday's AMA talked about comic. It's going to be in the showroom.
Yeah.
So you sort of got a CGC type of graded perspective.
Oh, okay.
Inside, every single comic you put in will have your full metadata. It will even tell
So
your
it'll say the
blockchain
min
number,
and
everything.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then you display in your showroom.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah.
Every single data, your mint edition number as well, and your cover. Yeah, it will say secret rare. It will say the edition.
Will that also, so obviously that works really well for comics, but at the moment if you make a showroom, it doesn't have any of the data for a collectible, for example, or anything. Will you look at doing something like that? Because for example, if you've got
yes.
a 41 collectible
Yeah,
or something
so
like
your
that, you want to
MCP
show off.
program, if you're MCP program, you'll get badges. And the badge might give you a little thing on next day collectible, say you're number 31, 32.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's part of the MCP program.
Awesome.
So you earn things to go into your showroom. We understand why people want it. People go, look in my room, everything is 3-digit mints. You know,
You want to
walk around.
flex on people and stuff. Yeah.
So that's the whole idea of the MCP program.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff coming out. We're at the very early stage. As I say, last year's really all about fixing up problems. Now it's about onboarding, fixing tedious issues. But I hope you guys, will enjoy the spaceship or the vehicle that's coming out. There are some really amazing things coming out. If you are Star Trek fans, Star Wars fans, and I can't say the other Star because you guys know we already have Star Wars, Star Trek. But there's new brands going to be announced coming up.
Do you have any plans like for user onboarding, like given that you have to do KYC and all that, to make it like more?
We already have speaking to our legals about how we can onboard with less strict. 95% of the issue comes when doing the address verification. Most of our users either put on the wrong address or don't supply enough, or the data doesn't really translate with the system, so that it's all stuck in there. Other things we have found, even when I use it, if I was using the web app, it's better when I upload the PDF for the address. It gets processed easier than the phone. So we just really want the users that this issue, and we're learning. Yeah, and that's why we didn't want to advertise too much, because right now when we advertise with all these things, barriers,
The barrier to entry is hard,
we don't want people to download it. 1,000 people download and only one or two people go through the whole process. We want to know where the issue is, fix the issue, then start advertising. But we do hear you, by the way. I don't personally look at every Twitter post about it, but the team does collate, and we do look at the issue and we try to work through them.
Do you think about doing some changes to the reservation system? Because also for new users might be weird to not be able to buy something.
You are correct, and this is one of the other reasons why we didn't want the mass advertising, because like yesterday, if you were a new DCon person, download the app yesterday, participate in a drop. I mean, I was here, you guys were here, some of you upstairs witnessed the drop. Only 2 people got it out of 250 people in the room. If you were a new user, you would just go, well, I'm never gonna get it, and they feel, they just give up. We don't want that. So we are going to do the waitlist system coming up.
Will it go all waitlist completely, or do you think it'll be a mixture of
I need to have a chat with Dan and that.
Because we were talking, obviously last night, one of the best things about this whole event, I think, is everyone's been able to just talk to people they've never met before, and we're just all having a great time. And I think what a lot of people worried is if we went that way, part of the fun is lost, because the drop is, there's that anxiety, there's the thing for it.
So that will still be around. The waitlist will be part of your MCP program.
Okay.
So some of you guys who is VeVe OG, staking, constantly participating, posting, you get status point and you get invited into the room, guaranteed type of thing. But there will be X amount of vouchers. The waitlist will be allocated to purely new accounts.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
We do want to make sure it's fair system. Yeah. And today you'll meet some of our tech, our engineers are here. You know, you can ask them questions.
We met a couple of them yesterday, and I have to say, actually, while we were talking to one of the gentlemen, 4 people came up and just kind of gave suggestions, and then they joked, "Oh, you don't have to take that down." And they whipped out the laptop and took it down. So it was refreshing to see, you know, even when he's trying to have a break and do whatever, they're taking on what people are saying.
We really do care. It's quite heartbreaking to see there's people trying to scam the system. Me and Dan, when we built the business, we didn't envision it was going to be like this.
Yeah.
We really just wanted to build for collectors. But yeah, they're just people take advantage of it, which took up a lot of our engineers' time blocking these things. And you know, it's very difficult to, you know, to explain what we went through. I mean, one day we're going to make a Netflix documentary, the behind the scene, because it feels really smooth. Oh, we onboarded this big brand doing that. People actually have no idea what goes on in the background. And I think that will be a very good documentary to watch. It won't be just one episode. It will be as long as like 20 episodes, a couple of seasons. There's a lot of background stuff happening. And there's a lot of, obviously, politics, you know, with big brands, there's companies, you know, internal scaling, everything, and the learning process. And, you know, the minds of a collector, you know, obviously, I think very different. The tech guys think very different. Dan also think very, you know, I want something to be done, you know, it needs to go through a process, and how we grow out of that. So we'll, hopefully we do a tell-all story. There's a lot there. Most people don't actually know about it. We kept it very well, you know, in our box.
The gems stuff.
The gems?
What's that? How damaging is that? I don't know. Maybe you can't say. But,
which one? The explore.
My understanding was that there was sort of fake gems being put on.
No, actually, there's no fake gems. They all gems. They all gems. All the gems being paid out. I mean, any issue we had, those loopholes were pretty much blocked within an hour. That user's account pretty much was frozen straight away.
Can you say the monetary value of the sort of?
No, it wasn't monetary. Most of those gems. I mean, remember that back in the day, the gems you can't cash it out, right? The withdrawal didn't happen, so we just frozen that account. I mean, the guy hasn't contacted us for obvious reasons, and his collectibles in the account are still there. So it's a quite sizable account. So I think he actually lost.
What happened when collectibles won't get frozen in account?
Those our legal teams are working out after a certain amount of time, they don't come back, like a couple of years, they will go to what we call the digital black hole. They get burned. Oh yes. No, we couldn't raffle the M1 because it's kind of not public. But we are going to be bringing out other features. You guys know about the one-of-one program, right? We are thinking, obviously the whales or the top collectors out there, they're always going to get the one-of-ones. We want it to be more fair to everyone. So we are thinking to bring a cool raffle thing. So the raffle could be $5 and you could put 5 gems in it. And you could be one of the and you might earn for $5 you might get a $10,000 worth of edition. So we are going to start doing things like that. For us, I just want you guys to know, us is all about being fair, being exposed to all collectors. I'm a collector myself, when I go to a stand, people think, oh, Dave's going to buy it all. No, I'm about. I only want 3.
Yeah.
No, I only want
One's
3.
keep forever, one for profit.
The idea is everyone gets to share the things.
Have you thought about like a vaulting process? So, like for example, someone that is committed to something and they just want to keep it for 2, 3, whatever it is. Almost like they can say, right, I vault this and it cannot go onto the market for 3 years, and maybe MCP's double on that thing or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's like similar to a stacking MCP program.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look at doing something like that. That's quite meaningful. Yeah. I hope you guys participate on today's drop. I think the first one's coming up. Yesterday was quite fun, and it's really the first experience that we see how many people get it in the room. Right, the first drop I think was done here. There was a lot of people got it. Upstairs, unfortunately, that was very,
limited.
It was only 2 or 3.
I think that was one that everyone was going, like a lot more people were going for, and obviously America was somewhat awake at that point as opposed to the first one for it.
And the other one I knew I wasn't going to get, which I'm going to buy tonight as secondary, was the extra large, the monkey. I looked at the edition, I just go, I have no chance.
With the T-Rex thing today, I noticed the secret rare is like a 1 in 138 or something like that. Is that the rarest secret rare percentage that you've ever done?
Yeah. The honest truth is we made a mistake. Okay, but we can't actually go back and change it anymore. I only realized the mistake, I think me and Dan were sitting at the airport and the production manager go, is this number right? 100 and something.
Yeah.
And then look at me, I go, well, it can't be because,
that's what I was thinking, there's not enough editions for them.
We normally put some away in our own company for our future showroom and use in Expo. So we made a mistake. But then the company's not taking that many editions to keep in that Pacific drop. Okay. So it is a one-off, very much of a mistake. We shouldn't be doing that. It will be a lot more. It will be a lot more. It's a pure mistake. That was actually yesterday's one. That was the Jermaine's the t-shirt. That's only 140 edition. Because at that moment, the t-shirt wasn't printed, the NFT hadn't been signed off. And he didn't mention on the drop. So I was personally looking for that one myself. And I had to buy my one yesterday. I was the first one to buy. I was here testing the credit card and I bought my one. So it's just so everyone knows, we have to buy our own NFT as well. We don't just get airdrop for free like most people think we do. Our engineer don't even get it. You see them yesterday, they are buying it themselves.
Being the collector that you are, how many sets do you own? Do you own pretty much all of them?
No. I did own quite a bit of the Series 1 too. And the time zone I'm living in and the internet speed I had, when it came towards end of Series 2, I couldn't get any drop myself. But I bought a lot in secondary market. To complete.
Have you got a favourite piece, like something that you really love?
Obviously, the first one we did was Todd. It's the most classic one, and it is amazing. So that's the very important piece. The most memorable piece we did, I think I mentioned Steamboat Willie. And there are reasons behind. If you've seen the cartoon online,
it's not 3D.
It's not 3D. VeVe made a 3D animated for for an animated company to turn that from a 2D to a 3D, what it will look like. It's amazing opportunity, right? It's a big plus. The golden moment, the partner statue is something I pick. The edition numbers, all the edition number, I do that, by the way. So
You pick the edition numbers personally?
every single drop, so even that 111 or whatever it is we're dropping today, that was me. I made a mistake on it. It was never going to intend it to be that small. I think it was a keyboard error, and then it got translated wrong to the team. But and I know sometimes people on the internet they go, oh, what a stupid thing he did. It's me. I'm guilty of all of it, and I'm learning. I do learn. A lot of the numbers comes from the anniversary when the comic was produced, or if you see 79, it's because that's when that movie's coming out. 3333 is the famous number at Club 33 in Disneyland. A lot of these numbers, the meaning I kept inside myself. I never actually exposed it out. But we are hoping one day we will do a VeVe Wikipedia thing where it will tell the reason why we did every release and what the secret rare, the color codes, the whole thing. But once the metadata come out, and we'll probably get a publisher to help us do that. And I think that will be quite cool. Yeah.
You say you're learning as you go. What's the most important lesson you've learned on your VeVe journey so far?
Well, this ad has really been built for the community. I mean, if I think not many company executives they come out and try to sell these. I mean, I still go to. Many of you know I own retail shops. That's how I got into where I am. I still go to these comic shows and sell, promote, talk to my customer like I'm here. Because your feedback to me is the most important, and I can go back and try to tell the whole team that's what our users want. For me, it's all about the community. Now, last year was very, very difficult because there was no live show. There was pretty much, we were trying to grow, we tried to scale, but the problem is the user coming in was outgrowing our team to handle. So the biggest thing that we have learned is, we are now pacing ourselves in the ad. So when we bring a feature out, we want to bring the best of that feature for you to experience. We're not just going to be bringing out things because you should have it. That is one of the things. Last year, I think 1 week the users want this, they want that, and we try to fix them all. And at the end of the day, we don't fix anything. We just fix a little part of it. We now have changed the way we run the company. We just try to do things well at that thing. The whole team focuses on one big thing together. So I learned, obviously, the micromanagement to become a more macro manager, to look at it, delegate. We now have legal departments inside the company. We have a service team, customer service, and we have onboarded a few more customer service to handle the support ticket. But when KYC came, I think the support ticket came in almost in every millisecond. So we tried to handle it. And one other thing is, a lot of our users are sending in multiple tickets, and those tickets just don't get answered because when they send in multiple, they get stacked up in one side, and because someone have to read through the whole thread. So they think, well, they sent in 3 weeks ago, it's now become 3 weeks again, because you just keep sending in the same one, and they just get piled up. So it become from urgent, or we were going to do it, and it become, well, the tickets just got redone again, rerouted. So we just wanted to make sure you guys be patient with us. Your accounts, a lot of them got locked up by false positive. I mean, yesterday there was a kid here with the mom. His account being locked for a number of months, and we checked it last night with our team. And it was really a false positive on scripting, but he couldn't be scripting because he only had one collectible. So it was just, you know, a false positive, and we straight away unrestricted this account. So we're still going through some of these tickets as well. What I would be doing differently is probably, you know, try to get more customer support on.
Yeah.
And we're working on that as well. Yeah, and we have, by the way, month of August we have added 3 new staff on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's more. Fantastic. It's good to see all you guys here.
Well, people with a hangover are turning up now, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Who went to the party last night? Oh wow, there's quite a few. Yeah. We are going to try to do a bigger and better events. You know, one of the major things I learned in Comic-Con, the one I just been in San Diego, is I got invited to after party event by a toy manufacturer. It's absolutely the most amazing thing I've experienced in my life. And this is coming from someone who has experienced every type of con, retail shop, been everywhere. I went to this after party. It's almost gospel. People is absolutely just in love with their brand.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, VeVe fans are, you know, amazing, and you guys are. But that group of people, the energy was even crazier. So we want to lift our bar now to much higher. We want to be putting on, you know, exceptional events, not just premium event, exceptional.
Yeah.
We want to start inviting all of you guys to come to these things to really enjoy. Do you want the mic? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a mic.
Yeah.
There's a mic. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So we really want to do that. Really elevating our experience in the after party. We really want to have our own con events where we invite all of you guys, you know, to be part of something really amazing. Yesterday, and I do apologize, we didn't know there were going to be, you know, literally thousands of VeVe fans coming. Otherwise, we would have booked a venue that's 2.5 times bigger. Yeah, we had no idea. Yeah.
So you're talking about like VeVeCon, like.
Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to use the VeVe Con. I see Alex is looking at me, you see. But it will be similar. We do want to bring out, and I think that night, that evening, when I went to the after party, that event I went to, I came back and, you know, my spirit, you know, my soul was like in heaven, and just experiencing that really elevate what we should be doing. Yeah, we really have to elevate. And you guys are all going to be part of it. Yeah. So this event last night was our first one in Europe, and we're going to do another similar one in Anaheim. And I think, Alex, can you tell everyone a little bit about the Anaheim after party you're going to be doing? The venue's been booked, right?
Not fully, but yes. Yeah, I've already done the venue.
Do we need to upsize the venue?
No, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we're going to it's going to be an old school bowling party. So we're going to rent out a full bowling alley. We have free bowling. We'll have a bar with karaoke. So Eagle Eyes can finally show everybody his massive talent. And then we'll have a game room, and we'll just have a good old time. So we're going to have shuttles from the hotels in the convention center to the venue. It's a little far for a walk, a little far to walk. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. I think we're a much larger venue than we had last night. Again, we booked that several months ago, so we didn't really quite know how many people were going to turn out last night. But I think in the end, everybody got in at some point, and we had a good time. But DJ really just knocked it out of the park. So look forward to it.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be an arcade room where it's unlimited to play. Or
Yes.
So there'd be games,
Air hockey.
and all that. So Anaheim DCon will be another blast. I hope you guys, some of you, if you have time to fly over. And just so you know, the DCon Anaheim show, it's almost 20 to 30 times bigger than the show here. You really get to meet every artist around. It's quite an amazing show. And once again, we're going to be doing something similar to what we have. You could be purchasing a tote bag or a t-shirt that will give you the same NFT and the party to get there. There'd be free bus shuttle service going from Anaheim to the party place. But non-stop, I think we're going to try to max it out as much as we can. But the VeVeCon party, it's going to be exceptional. It's going to be pretty much like a stage production quality. Yeah.
David, the real question is, we saw your dance moves last night. Are you gonna sing for us at the after party?
Karaoke?
Yeah,
Are you gonna do some karaoke
I
for
tell
us?
you, I got up this morning and I got up about 4. The first thing I saw my lawyer on a WhatsApp to me, he goes, I keep seeing Dave's dancing on Twitter. That's what you thought. I'm going, well, did I do anything wrong?
No, you were having a good time.
So maybe I'll practice some songs. Maybe, my favorite song's Pokémon. That's my ringtone.
Maybe you can write your own song so there will be no issues and you can sing that for us.
Thanks for Alex yesterday. He put on a real good. I got really good video moments of you.
Alex has got moves. Alex has real moves.
No, it's good. It's good fun. I'm glad you guys really enjoyed yesterday. So today's activity, I think we've got Patrick Hughes coming over here.
Yeah, Reese is going to have a chat with Patrick Hughes in the seminar room where we were yesterday.
Oh, he is going to be here.
Yeah, and then he's going to be here at the booth behind us, the detail booth, signing books.
Yeah, okay. Wow, that's amazing. Are we going to be announcing today what are we dropping as artwork coming out?
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to...
just did though.
Okay, so we will be here. They did ask me some trick question. I nearly. Then I stopped. I knew. We'll showcase what's coming out on his next drop.
Oh, his next drop?
Yeah, Patrick Hughes. Yeah.
On the screen? No, probably not on the screen.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it in the room.
Okay, we'll talk about it in the room then. And then we've got some giveaways, and then I think VeVe's got 3 drops today.
Yeah, you want to do some giveaways now? I can bring out some.
Let's do some merch. Okay.
Will there be a DCon 2023 in London?
Yes. We do want to do something here. We'll see how if we get invited back. DCon was a little bit shocked yesterday how you guys behave. Right?
Did you imagine when you started the company you'd have people tattooing your logo on their bodies?
No, I believe we had 18. 18. I was giving a number. It's about 18.
18? 18 people got tattooed.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, 18. I was very surprised.
Were you one of them, David?
No. And the honest truth was you didn't actually have to get tattooed. You could actually just have a sticker on it. One of those sticker thing. Yeah. All right. Listen.
Hey, real quick, I want to.
Alex do the giveaways better than me because I just give them out.
I have something for you. When we were at Comic-Con, I had stocked the house that we were staying at a little Airbnb with some snacks. And I picked up some Trader Joe's chili spice mango for David. And he went absolutely wild. He was like, you must get me a box of these. I'm like, David, no, I'm not going back to the store. But I brought you something.
Oh my God. Seriously, I love this. This is Alex's favorite snake. So if you want to get him some gift. And also, we're not going to see Alex in New York Comic-Con this year because he is getting married. Yeah, we were hoping me and then we were hoping we had time to join, but we got called into work. So yeah, but good luck.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
really happy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right. He's going to do some giveaways.
Yeah. How
Let's
do we want to do this?
introduce-
You want to do like a trivia question?
Yeah, you do the trivia question. What we have is we got 4 T-shirts here.
Yeah.
They're the VeVe
Union Jack.
couple glasses. We've got about 8 Tokidoki Series 7 unicorns, mermaid cons. We do have another Tokidoki drop coming out in the next quarter, or maybe even this quarter, but very special stuff. Really amazing piece of unicorns coming out. Yeah.
We may have a surprise at DCon Anaheim as well, right?
Yes, surprise, probably going to make a debut of that series there.
Yep.
All right, you can run the giveaway.
Okay, let's do it.
And I will give it out.
Okay, of course. All right. Well, didn't really have any trivia questions planned, so
Well,
let's,
why don't we do who's got the most set here?
the most sets.
Yeah, most sets or the least
All right,
sets.
everybody's gonna have to line up.
I
I think everybody here is pretty hardcore.
They can just yell out how
right.
many sets or
1,000
pickable.
sets.
39 sets. Anybody have more than 39 sets? How many? No, 39 cents? 35.
62.
62.
62.
37. 62 sets? You can show me?
62 sets?
It's a lot.
Oh my god, 136. Sorry, don't bother.
136. Anyone with more than 136 sets? No. Come in, is it Photoshop? Because I see a lot of Photoshop screenshots sent to me.
And all are 1 to 3.
And they're all triple numbers.
Wow, that's
Baller.
awesome. Congrats.
Alright, you get some.
Oh, did you get the whole set of Bow? Oh, did you get a Bow toy?
No, not yet.
Or you're going to get one as well? Yeah.
Woo! That's awesome.
Okay, what size?
Alright.
So, how many collectible in total? 600. Wow. 576 plus 12 common. But you're not a very common type. But the 12 common, we'd like to know what 12 common is. Are they all AS15s? Yeah. Okay,
Wow.
Thank you. Cheers.
Amazing. Alright, give it up. Nice. Okay. Alright, let's see. What comic did David you purchase at San Diego Comic-Con?
Amazing from 2015.
Star Wars.
Hold on, I bought a lot. But hold on.
Oh, you did. Actually, you did.
Hold on. I bought a lot, but the one I feature was which one did I bought? Deadpool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Here we go.
I was gonna say Daredevil, but I forgot it
Deadpool.
was.
He watched the.
Damn, I was on that stream too and I forgot.
Alright, let's see. What else we got here? What other questions we asked? What is the very first movie ticket promo that we did?
James Bond. James Bond.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was
James, what's the one you wanted?
That's the one I wanted.
Alright, let's see.
You need to have much harder questions.
I know. Yeah.
What about this? Yeah. Well.
Go ahead. No, you had one.
Let me think of a good one first.
I already asked how you got your start and what you started collecting at a very young age, and somebody knew it right off.
17.
What? No, stamps.
That's age. That's pretty
That's good too.
What's David's first collectible?
Oh yeah, what was your first collectible you had?
My one was Todd. I had Todd. I think Dan had number 16 and I had 17.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it was only open to me and he was testing. And then I got the edition after that as well. So
nice.
Yeah, I am going to ask maybe one question. Now, this one, how much did the David Warhol sell for?
29,000.
29,000.
28?
28,100.
28,000.
Yeah.
28,100.
Yeah, give him one of these as well.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, no more. We don't have any more shirts, so Murmur Chronos. All right.
Did you save me a shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I do want one.
All right. Did you get a Jermaine shirt?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a very poor planning on my part. I planned this whole damn week and I didn't write trivia questions. All right. What is the? I already asked what the first and second comic we dropped is. What is it?
What was the first known Marvel comic we dropped?
What? Marvel Comics 1. No, Tarzan.
No, yeah, Tarzan.
Tarzan, yes.
Well,
I want the glasses. They're what I need. Oh, I love you. Thank you.
oh man.
That's what I wanted.
Actual comic. Now we've got 5 more Mermaid Corners.
I'm surprised you didn't spill the beans on more comic publishing.
Yeah. So we were going to announce yesterday that we do have more comic publishers coming into the ad. Okay. So, the idea was we wanted to see how the comic relate and relevant to our collector. We do see a huge uptake, so we are going to be bringing out more.
Will we ever get the
publishers.
big one?
We are going to we are going to do some smaller independents, and then we will look at onboarding larger companies as well. We just want to make sure we balance our appetite as well, and also there's just so many massive releases in these large publishers. We just want to make sure that we're not overdoing it. Yeah, and a lot of you were seeing the comic edition get dropped. They will continue to fluctuate based on collectability and the relevant around it. And some of the key issues are going to be small runs, like you have seen with AF15, number 300, things like these key release titles.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Should have been thinking of a question while you were talking. Had a long night, everybody. All right, what is
Dragon God.
Dragon Girl? That was the answer. You were reading my mind. All right. How many series of Murmur Cornos have we released?
7.
All right. How many series of Unicornos?
1.
Wow, there's a lot of Toki Doki fans.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. What is David Yu's favorite hashtag?
Soon.
You gonna you. Oh, look at this guy. You gonna you. All right. Let's see. What is the name of this YouTube channel right here?
Homie.
Thank you.
All right. And who is the best analytics gal in the game?
VeVe Verse.
Hey!
What's
Shout
up?
out VeVe Verse!
All right, we'll do more later.
Yeah, and now,
Anybody want this box?
This is Bebekish, and he has been a very close partner of both myself and Dan's at the beginning, being one of our FISA and he's been, a lot of our users are thinking, well, what OMI utility are out there? What else can we do with it? Venikash, without permission, basically decided to sell my copyright. You know,
he does a lot of things without permission.
And it's good. Well, I let him get away on this one only because it's good for the community. And you know, we're going to invite him up just quickly to talk about something that they are dropping off at Epico Regal today for the OMI holders.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the nice introduction, David. It's been a pleasure to associate with you and partner with such a big brand, which is a dream come true for anyone. So I mean, it's always been a joke because you know, when I started my studios, people, and I did mention that someday, you know, we'll be partnered with like big brands. They said, is it really even possible? And you know, David, you made it possible. So I'm really happy for that, and even the joke of David, you being a character in my game, it's true. So you know, he basically is going to be officially a character in the game, and there is the utility for which I won this Mobicono by chance. I just came here, and now talking about the OMI utility. So we've created a marketplace apart from our game, and what we've done is, you know, I signed an agreement with David in Jan. And you know, it was like an official partnership, and we didn't actually know what the partnership was about. So, but anyways, I mean, we came up with the utility of the OMI on our marketplace. So, Epico.market is the marketplace that we have for our brand Epico, and we have OMI as a utility there. And just to answer your questions on what exactly the OMI utility does and how exactly it works, so all the Epico Regal NFTs. Basically the augmented reality characters that are present on our app, they are basically listed as Epic NFTs on Epico.market, and we accept OMI as a payment against those NFTs. Now what we've done to make it sustainable is that 10% of that would go back to David, and I mean to Ecomi, where they will burn it. So we have collected 2 million so far without David even announcing it officially. So that's again, you know, we just did, and thank you Alex for not coming back on that. And and so now we are basically going to have 20% of whatever is collected in the pool, like quarterly. Let's say we have 10 million collected by the end of September. So when we conduct the tournament of Epico Regal, and all the players who actually play our game and win the tournament, they will win OMI tokens as well, right? So also again with the NFTs that you purchase using your OMI, you will have like in-game assets, you will have like augmented reality collectibles, and you will have rewards. You'll have some more perks like accessing the Epico Verse that we have created. And yes, I mean now I think I would borrow David to my booth, because you know, David's the celebrity, and he needs to be in my booth and officially make the announcement of the OMI utility.
Okay, so Epico does have a stand just further down, about 20 meters. So I'm going to go over there now at 12 o'clock because they are going to be launching me, which is you, and Gold Edition. And I have a Gold Edition by VeVe. So I'm going to go down. So if you guys want to come follow me down there and give these folks in our stand here a little break, and we will be back. Our first official drops at 1 p.m. here.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Yeah, and then we got upstairs as well.
Yeah,
and we'll look forward to the Patrick Hughes, a little bit of AMA, feeling what's coming out, and we'll do some drops live and some giveaway as well. All right. So David, I'm going to go down there.
David, real quick, thank you so much for your time, for hanging out with us, for answering our questions, and for just being so super cool with the community and with the family. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me. You know, both myself and Dan, we flew over 30 plus hours to be here with you guys all, because we know how important it is. Yeah, we'll be back. It's part of our second year roadmap to be in front of you guys, to listen to what you want. And like you mentioned yesterday, you were at a party or somewhere, you met one of our engineers, give them some idea, he's writing it down straight away. That's the type of things that we want to do with our time. These are very important. Thank you. So I'm going to be making my way down. If you guys want to come over, have a look. I think there could be some prizes and give away, some magnets of me and stickers of me. Yeah, you can win. Okay.
You can get you.
You. Okay. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Should we try and get them to sign the rest of the shirt?
Thanks, Alex.
The other one.
Thank you so
Just
much.
David on your
Thank you.
Yeah.